Hi, I'm Ellery Channing, and I'm here to help you in a way that you have never been helped before. You see, I set a rookie record for the largest residential real estate firm in the state of Florida, but I did it in a totally different way from the way you're being taught to do it. Have you come into residential real estate sales and found that it's a lot tougher than you thought? Are your friends and your family not sending those leads that you were sure you were going to get? After all, you grew up here. You know 1,000 people here. They'll send you leads. Doesn't quite work out that way, does it? Have you made the mistake of buying leads online? Very expensive leads. Those almost never pan out. Have you spent a bunch of money on a website and a lot of time on a website, getting it just right, getting it perfect, and still it's not working out for you? Think about this. 85% of people who go into residential real estate sales fail. This is criminal. I mean, the internet, email, websites, all that stuff's been around for 20 years. Yet the failure rate is still 85%. I do things differently. You see, I was formerly trained at one of the best schools there is on the psychology of customers, on how to create warmth, on how to create personal magnetism, on how to be charismatic. So when I got into residential real estate sales and they were telling me you need to call all these people, well, first of all, I was new to town. I didn't have any family here. I hardly knew anybody here, so I just didn't have a sphere of influence of people to bug. But what I did have was knowledge. I knew that face-to-face interaction with a person is hands down the best way to create a customer. If you can get face-to-face with a person, it's worth 1,000 emails. So all I had to do was create a plan that allowed me to use my knowledge of face-to-face interaction in order to get customers. And it worked great. Like I said, I did $7,031,000 my rookie year, made over $105,000. And I did it in a passive way. You see, you don't have to be aggressive. That is a myth. The 15% that do survive typically are pushy and aggressive, or they've got a family member that can fund them for 2 or 3 years until they finally figure it out. Most people don't have that fund. So there's a passive way to do this, but you must understand the psychology of customers. I found out that you get a certain open house in the right neighborhood, and when the people come flooding through there and you get to impress them, you get the opportunity to be warm toward them, you get the opportunity to create personal magnetism, then you do things in the house that impress them and make them remember you, they will pick you almost every time. It really is that simple. Think about this. Go to an airport on any Monday morning and you will see thousands of salespeople getting on airplanes and spending thousands of dollars to fly across the country, across the state, across the world to get face-to-face. Why? Because face-to-face is by far the most powerful way to create an impression on somebody. And you've got it waiting for you with the open house. But you've got to choose the right houses. You've got to set it up right. And you have got to know how to interact with the customer in a way that makes them remember you. And here's what will happen. This is the way it almost always happened. My phone would ring and it would be somebody and they'd say, "Hi, this is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. We met you in an open house last month. I'm sure you don't remember us, but now we're ready to sell our house and we'd like you to be the listing agent." It really is that simple. That is the way it worked. There was no pushy anything. It was just me going, "Okay, well, how about I bring lunch into your office next Tuesday, say about 3 o'clock. We can meet your husband there in your conference room and we'll do up the paperwork." It's really not that hard. Now, the course I've created here, the open house course, is 14 short but vital messages on the psychology of your customers. You're going to be surprised at some of the things that you think aren't important that are extremely important. Now you're probably concerned about spending the money. Well, guess what? You have got to invest in yourself. There is no commitment without investment. But if you're really terrified to spend this small amount of money, then I will make you a guarantee. If you will study the course, do things the way I tell you to do them in the course, then hold open just 10 open houses If you're not gaining customers, I will give you 100% of your money back. Let me repeat that. Take the course. Do everything that I say do in the course. Don't skip anything. Hold 10 houses open. And if you are not getting customers, I will give you 100% of your money back. It is a no-lose proposition for you. Also, as you've noticed, 30% of the proceeds will go to shelters for battered women. That's a subject that's very near and dear to me. My mother was a battered woman. I know what it's like to be a terrified child. So you're going to be not only helping yourself, you're going to be helping women who are in a bad situation. I appreciate it. Again, I'm Ellery Channing. Thank you.